Gary Owens here. You know, I've known Bob Mills for years, and when I was told he had finished a book about Bob Hope's writers, I was happy to hear that he was reading again. I knew he was having trouble with the big words, but then they told me that he had written a book. Isn't that something? Well, you could have knocked me over with a feather dance. A feather duster, actually. In The Laugh Makers, Bob Mills takes us on a delightful, side-splitting journey back to the slapstick sketch comedy of television's golden age, a long-ago era of variety, song and dance, brilliant patter, and a seemingly endless parade of laughs, sprung from the genius of gag men. That's right, that talented group of wit-blessed wordsmiths to whom the book pays well-deserved homage. I was part of it, and I have to admit at the time I didn't notice. I mean, the golden age part. Back then, it just seemed like your ordinary run-of-the-mill age. Hey, but what did I know? I don't know. What we have here is a failure to communicate. Oops, sorry. That's from a cartoon remake of HUD that I've been working on recently. Actually, what we have here is a priceless collection of heretofore unpublished recollections, revealing untold secrets behind the scenes on The Bob Hope Show. It's a never-before-seen look at the previously classified inner workings of Hope's well-known comedy assembly line that for decades proved as efficient as any in Detroit. The Laugh Makers is the book that we've all been waiting for. It's jam-packed with stories, anecdotes, and photos from a fondly remembered past, recalling often hilarious, sometimes heartwarming, and always touching tales of legendary stars, near-legendary stars, and one or two complete failures, which happens in show business, of course. You can look it up in your Funk and Wagnalls. I must confess that I couldn't put the book down. That fly paper on the cover was a very clever touch, Bob, but I probably wouldn't have put it down anyway. The book, like its author, is truly one of a kind. So sit back, relax, prepare to laugh, and enjoy The Laugh Makers. I know I did. I may even call the library so I can keep it another 3 weeks. What do you think?
Preface. I first laid eyes on Bob Hope in person when I was 17. He came to my hometown, San Francisco, in 1954 to promote his recently published book, Have Tucks Will Travel. A friend and I rode the streetcar from the fog-enshrouded Parkside district where we lived, through the Twin Peaks Tunnel, past the soon-to-be-famous Castro district to Market Street. Within sight of the bay,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?